Alright, so this video will be about Wrath Blood or Self-Damage Blood. This is kind of an old deck, but not really. Back then, this deck existed. It was called Pain Blood. It's basically a somewhat aggressive deck focused on the Bloodcraft mechanic of hurting yourself. A lot of cards in this deck hurt yourself, or they hurt yourself and the opponent at the same time. But that kind of symmetrical effect is actually beneficial because this deck has cards that get stronger the more you hit yourself. So that keyword, Wrath, is somewhat new. It's basically the hurt yourself mechanic, but it basically says that, when you hurt yourself 7 times in a match, then some cards get much, much stronger. So this deck is full of cards that hurt yourself, and this card is also full of cards that get stronger when you hurt yourself enough times to activate Wrath. So for example, there's this card, this is called Whiplash Imp. It's just a 2/2. But when you're in Wrath, then it turns to a 3/6 Rush with Rush and Drain. Or, yeah, it turns to a 3/6 Rush Drain, which is amazing. Okay, so this is the deck that I play. And so, Wrathblood has existed for about 2 expansions, but it's never really been good. And this expansion gave a pretty hefty push to it. So I do think that Wrathblood is pretty good now. Maybe not top tier. And definitely not the best blood deck, but it is pretty strong and pretty fun to play, I would say. So, let's talk about the core cards then. So, that's my Wrathblood deck. Let's go ahead and remove the cards that are not at all required. They're just supplemental. Honestly, there's not that many. Wow, yeah, this deck list is mostly set in stone, surprisingly. Alright, so yeah, this is Wrath. As you can see, this deck list is very rigid. We have 38 core cards. There's really not much room to move here. So the first core card we have is Silverbolt Hunter. This is a goblin with a upside. So that's already broken, right? It's 1 mana, 1/2. It hurts yourself, and then if it dies, it gives you a buff of +1/+1 on any random allied follower. If you have an aggressive curve, this card will cause nightmares for your opponents, because this is literally a 1 mana 2/3, assuming you get the effect off. Next up is Creeping Madness. This is a 1 mana draw card that also hurts yourself. We're not playing a Natural deck, so you don't get the PP refund, but even with that, it's still worth playing. 1 mana draw card is good enough to play in every deck, and here it hurts yourself, which is what we want. Antelope Pelt Warrior is a 2 mana 3/3. When you play early on, it hurts yourself. It has an end of turn effect where it punches you for 1, and it punches itself too, so it's really a 2 mana 3/2. But it's also dual mode. Once you have Wrath activated, then it no longer punches yourself and itself, and now it heals you for 3 to kind of, recuperate the life you lost through all the self-damage effects. EO is just a really, really strong generic blood card. She's just basically auto-include into every blood deck now. She has healing if you evolve her, healing plus AoE and face damage, and then later on in the game her Union Burst allows you to take down big followers. Vampiric Bloodbinder is one of the best 2-drops ever made for blood. It's fully statted, it hurts yourself for 1, and it even draws a card. Like, this is a ridiculous card which is auto-included in every blood deck right now. Whiplash Imp, I just talked about earlier, it's one of our payoffs for being in Wrath. Once you have Wrath activated, it's a 2 mana 3/6, which is amazingly overrated. Or not overrated, but it's over the rate, sorry. I just made it sound bad. No, it's a good card. And then, along with that, if you enhance it for 6, then it summons an Implancer, which is a 3/6 Storm. So, even without Wrath, this card has good late game scaling. It gives you reach, it gives you 3 damage. Alright, the Contemptuous Steam is another 2-drop, fully statted. It also hurts yourself for 1 at the end of the turn, just like this card. However, if you are in Wrath, she gets to evolve for free, which is really nice. Now, the main reason you want to evolve her is she kind of is a 2-for-1 effect, because basically, if you evolve her, she gets this passive effect, which every time you take damage, then she deals 3 damage to a random enemy follower. So basically, you evolve her, she turns to a 4/4, and then she deals 3 damage to a random enemy follower. And if you're able to stack like a lot of self-damage effects, then she'll basically destroy the entire opponent's board. So she's really, really strong. Allows you to make these really, really nice comebacks on the board during the Evo turns. Alright, this is Bear Pelt Warrior. This is a 3/3. It hurts both you and the opponent, which is nice. It's the fully statted, has a nice effect that we want. If you're an Avarice, which means if you're drawing a card, then now it pings both you and the opponent twice. So really, really strong. Pretty good effect. And it even heals you when it dies. So it basically recuperates the life you lost. It doesn't happen too often, but if you evolve it, also heals you for 4 instead of 2. One of the new cards from Fortune's Hand is Darhold, which is looking very, very similar to Soul Dealer. This card's amazing. The main reason you play is the evolve effect. You evolve and it deals 3 damage to you, so it punches you for 1, or it punches you. And it summons a Dire Bond. And a Dire Bond is an old amulet, which basically, over 3 turns, it heals you for 2 every turn, and you draw an extra card. So basically, Darhold, if you evolve it, you pay 3 life, but you heal for 6 overall over 3 turns, and then you draw 3 cards over 3 turns. That's really, really strong. It's a ton of value. It's good because it gives you Avarice for 3 turns, so it activates effects like Bear Pelt Warrior, or even the free evolve on Neria. Very, very, very important. And then if you're in Wrath already, then it also turns into a removal spell, so it just kills anything. And then also does 3 face damage. Really, really strong. Alright, Zelgania of the World is a neutral. It's a neutral legendary that is pretty good, played in a lot of decks right now, but is especially good in Blood, because getting the less than 14 defense effect is basically trivial for Blood, because Blood is the class that has more control over others, over its own health. And since this deck is all about punching yourself, Zelgania's effect is basically free, so it's basically a 5 mana 5/5, heal yourself for 5, draw 2 cards, kill the strongest enemy follower always. So that's amazing. Neria is just, not a Wrath card, but it's just still the best 6-drop in the game. We have to play it. And not only that, we also have ways to get free Avarice with Darhold. Vampire Calamity is a new card. It's a 7 mana 7/7 with Rush, and the main reason we play is because if you are in Wrath, then it deals 4 damage to the enemy, and enemy means you can also click face, and it heals you for 4. So it's almost like a souped up version of that old card, Black and Classic, called Alucard. I can't really show you it now because we're in rotation mode, but except it's way more stats. So basically when you're for Wrath, it gives you an 8 damage life swing, and it allows you to kill something on the board because it's 7/7 rush. And then early on it's not a brick, because early on you can play Accelerate 1 to hurt yourself and then deal 2 damage to enemy follower. So it's like a slightly different version of Dragon's Blazing Breath. Alright, so as you can see, we have a lot of cards in this deck that do damage to yourself, and they also do damage to the enemy leader. And if that's not enough to kill the opponent, then you have this card, Permafrost Behemoth. Alright, this card, if you're in Wrath, well, normally you play it for 9, and it deals 5 damage to a random enemy follower and 5 damage to the opponent's face. But if you're in Wrath, now the damage doubles. Now it does 10 instead. This is our main finisher if the other cards in the deck aren't enough to finish the opponent. On top of that, it's not a brick early. You can crystallize it for 2, it draws 2 cards, and then after the countdown ends, it deals 2 damage to yourself. So it's kind of like a slightly delayed version of Blood Pact, where the self-damage happens 2 turns later instead of immediately. So that's basically how Wrathblood works. It's kind of like a mid-range deck with a lot of burn and a lot of self-damage. You just slowly punch yourself repeatedly over time, and then at the end of the game, you get Wrath, a lot of your cards get superpowered, and you try to finish off the opponent with Permafrost Behemoth. So that's basically how the deck works. So we have 38 cards, right? So there's really not much room for other cards. You can never go wrong with more Zelganias, the World, because the World is just an amazing card in every Blood deck, because most Blood decks have some amount of self-damage, so you can always play Zelgania. It's always good, no matter what. Alright, you can also play more Union Burst cards. So I know I have EO here. If you want to put in the other Union Burst card, which is Ilya, that's another good idea, no problem. You can put more Burn, like Razor Claw. That's always good. Personally, in my deck, in my version of Wrathblood, I do put in Burn, but I don't put in Razor Claw. I put in the other Razor Claw, or the other Lightning Bolt, rather, Garnet Waltz. So Garnet Waltz, bimodal card, right? You can play it to either hurt your opponent for 3, or get a free Evo, or get an Evo back, rather. Now, I like that because sometimes you really want to Evo for Darhold or for Neria, so I think it's a very flexible card, and overall I think this is better than Razor Claw, so that's basically my deck for Wrathblood. So yeah, pretty fun deck. Overall, I do think it's a little worse than Control Blood, which Control Blood right now is considered to be the best Blood deck, but Wrathblood's really fun. It's a little expensive, unfortunately, but if you have the vials, I recommend playing it. It's Definitely brings back warm, fuzzy feelings of Pain Blood over a year ago. You played Fez? Yeah, this track is so good. The actual Fez game mode is pretty awful, because you're just doing the dungeon crawling again with like little bits of plot in it, but this song, the new song they added is really good. Alright, we got a curve here. They did eventually make a fighting game for Persona, like mainly based off Persona 4, but with also P3 characters added. And this song became Aegis's theme. Well, that's good. We got card draw, sick. Oh, he's playing Artifact, okay. Typically in the past this has been a hard matchup, but Portal's like really sad right now. You plan to play Port 4? Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Recently they added Golden on Steam, so it's a way for people who don't have the consoles, give them a chance to play the game. It's really nice. Oh man, that's a little bit annoying. Do you ever plan on playing Persona 5? That's the one that's on PS3 and PS4. But I don't think it has a PC release yet, unfortunately. Three, 4, and 5 are all really good. They all have their charms. There's his strike form. He actually enhanced it. Wow, surprising. Oh man, I want to play Darkhold here, but it's a little awkward. How close are we? 1, 2. Alright, we got next turn. Alright, next turn I'll do Darkhold then. So next turn we activate Wrath by playing either the Vampire or the Silver Bolts, and then we play Darkhold and we got it. You do plan on playing. Alright, nice. Really cool games. Persona games are really fun. Unfortunately, they are kind of time sinks. They take a while to play. Usually like minimum 40 to 50 hour experience. That's a good play for him. Alright, so he's got 1 P-shift and decent amount of artifacts, but no modesty. This matchup is very difficult for Portal when they don't have modesty. When they do have modesty, that's when things get ugly, but seems like it'll be fine. Alright, so we're at 6, right? So now we punch ourselves once, and now our Wrath is activated, so now we just kill anything. Evo those to get more draw. Oh, that's right, you said you like a Warlock, right? So yeah, the deck I'm playing right now, it's very Warlock-like. So I can see I have a bunch of cards that like hurt myself, but then they either hurt myself or they hurt both myself and the opponent, and then they have like beneficial effects. And the mechanic here is called Wrath, where like if you punch yourselves at least 7 times in the game, then a lot of cards in your deck become stronger. So it has a whole aspect of like using your life as a resource literally with life tap. Alright, he got his modesty resolved, which is very good. He's at 4 already? Holy crap. That is dangerous. This is actually going to be difficult. I didn't think he would have so many destroyed artifacts. We're actually in big trouble now. Uh-oh. 4 is a big number. Alright. Well, we have answers to this, right? I think we're fine. Yeah, it's a really fun class, Blood. Can we even survive to 9? That is the question. Hmm. Alright, let's start healing. We're actually in big danger. Once Portal has their Modesty effect active, their damage potential just like goes through the roof. So I need to keep healing every round to like not die here. Wow, he actually picked the Analyzing, surprising. That's still only 4. Does he have a way to get another artifact destroyed here? With the P-shift, maybe? Nope, okay. Well, time for more damage then, in that case. So for him, his destroyed artifacts are Ancients, the 2 golden ones, and Mystic. Hmm. Fine. This card still gives me healing, so we can keep ourselves alive for the turn 9 permafrost. How many P shifts does he have? Let me see. I know he has at least 1. 1. Literally only 1. Wow, okay. So the amount of healing he has is extremely limited. I think we're fine now, yeah. We're fine, we're fine. Don't worry about it. That's really good. We could do this. I mean, that clears, but it leaves me the empty board, but it's kind of bad. It's just... Let me see. 10. He has 10 damage next turn. What if he plays the Worlds? If he plays the Worlds and I do 3 damage to him, he goes down to 4. It doesn't save him. Okay, let's do this then. This is clearly the play. I think what he wants to do is play the World to heal, and then he'll play a P-shift to heal again. But I'm going to leave nothing on my board, so he literally cannot heal. So the amount of healing he has now is capped, because I gave him nothing to interact with. The next turn we win. Uh-oh. Can you do it? Oh, shoot! Wait, what? Why would you... Wait. 9... Oh, okay, this guy couldn't kill him anyways. That was a lot of damage, holy crap. I was wondering why he picked the ward instead of the storm, but he would have put me at 4 anyways, so yeah, it doesn't matter, we win. Bye-bye. We can actually win with our hold also.
I will have my victory one day.
Yeah, Blood's a pretty fun class. The deck I'm playing now is not really meta, it's like kind of off meta. Blood right now has like 2 decks that are good in the meta. Like one of them is this one, where it's called Wrath Blood. So you use a lot of cards that just hurt yourself, and then a lot of other cards that get stronger when you hurt yourself enough times, which is 7. And the other deck they have is like a control deck, kind of like Control Warlock. And this deck is actually kind of cheap. Like vial-wise, it doesn't really cost all that much. So this deck uses a completely different mechanic, but it has a lot of burn and a lot of healing. Blood versus blood. Alright, here we go.
I hope you're ready to escort me.
My claws thirst for battle.
These are both really good. They cycle. We'll take it. Alright, we got the curve. That's good. I actually don't know how this matchup goes against Control Blood. I feel like we should be favored, but I might be wrong. Or maybe he's playing my deck too. Are we both playing Wrath? That'll actually be sick. Wrath mirrors sound like a clown fiesta. This might actually be a Wrath mirror. Let's see. Oh my god, it is a Wrath mirror. Okay, this is hilarious. So basically, the early game of this mirror is just gonna be both of us, and we're just gonna keep punching ourselves in the face. Punch myself. Air Pelt, sure. Takes the value trade, yep. Alright, so now I'm gonna take the value trade. Alright, the next turn we have Darkhold is excellent. And then we have the turn 6 Neria guaranteed to have Avarice activated, which is very good for us. Oh wow, he's playing this card too. Rookie Succubus, huh? Damn, he's curving out. Alright, sure.
Breach of contract.
How close are we anyways? It's 3 out of 7. We always Darkhold here, right? Yeah, always, always, always.
Striking for optimal damage.
We just throw this away at this point, I think.
As promised.
Alright. We're low, but then we have a lot of healing, so we'll get there, I think. Okay, he's got his own Darkhold. That's gonna be a Suicide Evo, unless he has Vampire of Calamity. Let's see if he has the Vampire. If not, he has to make a very bad trade here. He doesn't have it. Beautiful. Sick, we're in there. We're so in there. Okay. Alright. We need to punch ourselves 3 times. We got it, right? Yeah, we got it. No problem. One. 2. Wait. Yeah. 2 and then 3, and we got it. So this clears the boards, and then we have Wrath activated now. Sick. Next turn Neria. Yeah, life totals can change so quickly in Blood Mirrors. Okay, he's got his own Neria. That's really good. I also have my own. It feels like we're almost playing the exact same cards. Alright, is he gonna pre-evo that? He probably should. He didn't pre-evo it. Alright. Oh baby, we've got the Neria into Neria Dream. Let's go. Play the animated one for Donomans.
My everything.
Then evo this.
Now you really irritated me.
I've lost you.
He has Wrath activated, right? Let me double check. He doesn't have it yet. Okay, good. So if he had Wrath activated, he would have a clean answer to playing Darkhold, but he has to punch himself one more time to get Wrath activated. Then he has a clean answer. Well, I guess another clean answer is the Vampire. It's a suicide trade though if he does that, because then he has a 7/7 that dies to 6/7 with the clash effect. Okay. Doesn't have it. Good. So he'll have Wrath after this turn then. Okay, now he's Wrath, sure. Damn, lucky. He's got it, he's got it. Wait, no? Oh, that's so bad, wow. That's actually terrible. I thought he'd have one more self-damage card. Alright, we need to stay healthy. Because on turn 9, I'm expecting the Permafrost, which is a 10 damage minimum. I have Avarice, right? Just making sure. Yes, I do. So here's Neria number 2. Let's go. This also activates Avarice for him as well. but getting the Neri resolved is really strong. He draws like 4 cards here. I'm probably gonna play Zilgania next turn. Zilgania to heal, and then we'll just try to put him down. Try to get his life low so that Permafrost kills him. One unfortunate thing about this matchup is the disadvantage going second, because assuming he's playing the world like I am, then he's going to reach turn 10 before I do, so he's going to invoke the world before me. Let's see what he does here. Whiplash, okay, that's not going to do it. He's really going to double trade, wow, that's really bad. What else do you got? Shona, alright. Oh, alright, cool. Oh, baby. Oh, baby, this is good. Do I ever... We want to do as much damage as possible. Do as much damage, put as many stats on the board as possible. Let's do Vampire. That's the maximum damage, right? I want to put him at 10. Force him to play the world here. Yeah. So he's in Vengeance now. He's exactly 10. So I force him to heal, to not die to Permafrost. Let's see what he has. Does he have the answer? Okay, he does have it. Okay. If he can't kill my dudes, he's still dead, because I have 10 out of hand with Permafrost. That's not going to do it. That's also not going to do it. I think we win. We did it! Yay! We win. Yeah! Won the Blood Mirror, going second. Blood is like the one class that can that has a lot of control over their own health. So getting yourself to 14 or lower is actually pretty easy naturally. Oh, Danger D, thank you for the follow. Shadow, huh? Can we beat Shadow? I think earlier. Do I ever keep this? It's a decent 3-drop. I think we run it. Yeah, that's fine. All right, cool. I think we were beating Shadow last time with this deck, so let's see if it was a fluke or not. Wrath isn't really that great right now, but we might have a chance here. So we got the 2-3 curve. We're not going to play Darkhold in 4, no way.
I won't hurt you too much.
Is it because I hate Dragon? Yes. I really don't like Dragon. I play every class in this game except for Dragon because I cannot stand Dragon. I think we want tempo, right? There's a chance this dies next turn, but we want tempo, so yeah, Bear Pelt, let's go.
As promised.
So it's not like I'm blindly hitting Dragon, for those of you in chat who actually play Dragon. I played Dragon when this game first came out. So when this game first came out back in late 2016, I played Dragon back then. And then I played Dragon pretty regularly up until the expansion Tempest to the Gods, because I think starting from Tempest, they kind of messed up the design of the class, and I didn't really like the direction the class went in after Tempest. But before Tempest, I feel like Dragon was actually well designed, but after that, not anymore. Yeah, like Dragon Oracle is just too good. Way too good. There may have been parts or times in the past where Oracle was okay, but no, it's just not okay. The problem is that they make ramp too free, because like ramp in card games tends to be like a really degenerate mechanic, because it's card games, it doesn't matter which one you're playing, right? Like in a really general sense, card games are all about a game of resources, right? So that's why ramp is so dangerous, because ramp is about you get more resources. So when you get more resources, it should cost something. I think we just play this. Actually, yeah, we just play this. It's fine. Yeah, ramp should cost resources, right? Because the mechanic is just so broken in general. But in this game, like in other games, when you have ramp, like I'm not talking about every game, but most games, right? Because most games, the ramp class or like the ramp color, like they have like really severe weaknesses. Like maybe the ramp class doesn't have great removal, or it has like really bad AOE, or has really bad card draw, stuff like that, right? The problem is that in this game, ramp has literally everything. Like Dragon has the best AOE in the game. Dragon has really good card draw. Dragon has premium single target removal. Like the class actually has everything, and they have healing too. So I feel like the design of Dragon is just really questionable in Shadowverse. But it's not like Shadowverse is the only game that makes this mistake. Because I also I play other card games too, right? So I also play Magic, and in the recent years, Magic: The Gathering, Wizards of the Coast, they made the exact same mistake of just like over-tuning ramp so hard. If you follow the standard meta in Magic, you'll see that green, which is the ramp color, they've just been a huge problem for so long. I think we lost. We can't beat this, right? So he gets his... Okay, that's actually... Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. So he gets a 7-7, which turns to an 8-8, and then we can't deal with this. Even if we top deck Neria, this doesn't even deal with the board. It partially deals with it, but not completely. Wait, what? Oh, right. He can't... Okay, never mind. Red and blue the strongest. Blue is really good. Like, in Magic history, blue tends to be a really strong color. So blue is really good. But in recent years, there's been a very clear push in Magic for green. So green just like is just super dominant, has like no weaknesses right now. Which is a really big problem in my opinion. Oh god, we didn't get Neria. Neria wouldn't even clear here, but it'd be our best answer. We have to EO, right? Can I punch myself 3 times? I think I can. Wait. 2, 3. I think... Oh, I should have done that first. Whoops. Okay, I'm dumb. I should have drawn first. That's my mistake.
Okay, that's enough from you.
This is really questionable.
Shutting down.
I feel really bad doing this, because the vampire is a source of reach, so we just threw away 4 damage for healing. At least, though, his Milteo is alive, so I deny him the card draw for 1 turn. Yeah, Cloister is kind of a big problem. But yeah, Magic, recent sets, there's been a really big push in green. Specifically, it's blue-green. In Magic, it's called Simic. That's the color combo of blue and green, so... There's been a very obvious power creep in that direction. This is so scary. I don't have any AoE. We didn't draw a single Neria. I mean, this is AoE technically. I guess that's the play, isn't it? Because we are in Wrath. I guess we have to do it, you know. Yeah, ramp with cancel, ramp with counter spells. But no, actually right now in Magic, no one plays counters because the threats are pushed so hard to the point where it's like, you know, why would you even play reactive cards? We always kill this, right? And then he gets another 4/4 and 2/2 out of it. How do we do this? This is so scary. I guess we do it this way. Alright, RNG, praise RNG, let's go. Have you heard of a card game called Force of Will? Yes. Nice, we got it. Okay, yeah, I've heard of Force of Will. Is it good? It sounds kind of familiar. I know it's also the name of a Magic card, but yeah, it's a card game. I thought it was dead though, or like they discontinued it. Demonic Procession. And it feels really bad having to accelerate my vampires, because those are... Right now, since I'm in Wrath, those are basically 8 life swings, which is really good, and a 7/7 rush, but I had to accelerate them. I had to accelerate them to stay alive. Really? Teppen. Teppen I know about. That's the Capcom fighting game, right? Or the Capcom card game. So you get to play characters like Ryu, Chun-Li, Morgan, right? I know about that game. Right now, I play this game, I play Magic, I also play Legends of Runeterra. Runeterra, I think, does a really good job of balancing ramp. Like, they made ramp really bad, which that's what ramp should be, right? What are the chances he can kill me next turn? If he doubles hazing me, I take 12, so I have to heal, right? Whiplash would normally heal for me, but I have no targets, so we have to play Antelope here. Damn, this is so annoying. Maybe I should have played Whiplash into Antelope and not done that. But this sets up lethal if I top deck a Permafrost. So yeah, let's heal. Do I really need a second one? Oh god, I don't know. Oh, this is tragic. I really need that Permafrost. Do I just play this? Oh god, I don't know. No, I'm not gonna play it. Yeah, like, I used to play Hearthstone, but I kind of hate the game now. But honestly, like, even though I think Hearthstone sucks, I do think that Hearthstone, out of all the card games I've played, has one of the most balanced versions of ramp. I actually do like Druid in that game. Like, there was a period of time where Druid in Hearthstone was too good, but it wasn't because of ramp, it was because... Oh my god, okay. I guess we're not winning anymore. But it was because they had an expansion, which is like the Frozen Throne. And then they made cards that gave Druid a lot of card draw and defense, which again, you're not ever supposed to give the ramp class that, right? So, it was when they gave Druid cards like Spreading Plague and Ultimate Infestation. So that was when ramp was stupid. And then because ramp was so good, that meta, what they ended up doing in Hearthstone was they nerfed Wild Growth to 3 mana. And they also took that 5 mana spell, the... what's that called? Nourish? Which used to cost 5, which is actually a really bad card, by the way. And they nerfed it to 6. So that nerf, I think, was really bad. It was unnecessary. I think that ramp in general in Hearthstone was well balanced. It wasn't because of ramp in general that broke it. It was because of Frozen Throne. All right, so we're dead, right? We take 6 minimum next turn plus whatever's on the board. Yeah, Highlander Priest was definitely a problem. What can we do here? Is there any way we don't die next turn? We have to go face here, right? Is there any reason to not go face? Technically, we can also play Neria to clear the board. And it's very unlikely he can do 13 damage. He can do 12 damage for sure. But it's very unlikely he does more than 12. The problem, though, is if I then top deck Permafrost, I still can't win. Yeah, we're still doing it, whatever. Let's Evo here. We need to heal as much as possible. Bishi Boshi. Wait, I'm a dumbass. Why'd I Evo that? Okay, I'm stupid. I shouldn't have wasted my Evo. I was at 17 anyways, so it didn't make any difference. Okay, I'm so dumb. Wow. Oh, okay, I feel so stupid now. I am, yeah, you're right. But, I mean, does Shadow play the world? They don't, right? Oh, snap. Does Shadow play the world? I don't think so. So we're not dead due to the way these effects resolve. So Permafrost or bust. There's the world, but it's not gonna win the game. Wait, is it? Oh my god. Easy game. Easy game. Easy game. Easy game. Alright, we did not deserve that, honestly. We totally did not deserve that win. That was so stupid. What I should have done that turn was I should have saved my Evo. And then, since I invoked the world, then I would have played the 2-drop, the one that enhanced 6 gives me a, it gives me the Implanter, and I would have Evoed face. So yeah, I completely misplayed that game, but hey, we did in fact draw our Permafrost, so we still won. Yeah, I messed up that game. There's no reason to Evo there.